Justice is the container in which all the good things are held. It's the binding agent that holds together our communities. And to manifest justice is to work toward eliminating poverty and hunger and hate. It requires the equitable sharing of resources and the wealth of the earth. Thoughts are useless. Prayer is for our hearts, and action brings the change. I told you that if we look up the word justice in the Bible, in the Hebrew and in the Greek, we would find that justice is mentioned over 400 times. But if you add the theme of poverty, justice, righteousness, and poverty, these three together are mentioned over 2,000 times in the Bible. In Exodus chapter 23, and over again in the biblical text, God demands justice for and of God's people. We must demand justice in this world and with our systems, but we also must be people of justice, people who work for justice, people who live justice. Justice demands fair treatment. It demands fair treatment of the poor and of the immigrant. God's justice has to do with being in right relationship with God. The Old Testament scriptures are clear. The New Testament scriptures are clear. You cannot be in right relationship with God if you are not in right relationship with others. We can't be. When we worry about why bad things happen to good people, but we keep doing the same thing over and over again, we can't be in right relationship until we fix that. Because if our interactions with God's people are not godly, and if our interactions with God's people are not just, then we are living outside of God's will and God's favor. By living outside of God's favor, we cannot manifest anything.